Ethanol, it's the stuff in alcohol that gets you drunk. Heck, we've been drinking the stuff for 9,000 years, and now Saab want us to put it in our cars. This is the Saab 9.5 Biopower wagon. It's got an engine that's specially designed to run on a very potent mix of ethanol. It's the only car of its kind in Australia. Ethanol, as you know, comes from crops. In fact, we make 150 million litres of the stuff already. Most of it goes into alcohol. Well, of course, this is Australia, isn't it? But there's a growing movement both from the primary producers and politicians to put it into our cars. Now that's got to be a good thing because, as we know, petrol's in short supply and getting shorter every year. But is ethanol really the saviour that everyone says it is? We've got to have a look at that. But just a sec, this car, I've got to talk about the Saab 9.5 Biopower because for an ethanol car, you'd never know it was anything but a regular petrol car. I got my steering wheel, I got my key, I got my accelerator. It drives exactly like every other Saab 9.5 wagon I've ever driven. So that really is point one to getting ethanol across the finishing line. It's got to be invisible. But back to the issue of ethanol itself. For starters, it comes from crops. Now crops are grown to feed us, so you get this food versus fuel problem. And crops, as we know, require water to grow. So, aren't we in a drought at the moment? Secondly, ethanol is not as efficient as petrol, by about a third, so you need more of it to cover the same distance. Now you do get a bit of extra power with ethanol because it's got a higher octane rating, but it doesn't make up for the extra fuel you've got to put in your tank. And thirdly is the price. There's been a lot of talk in government circles about subsidising the price of ethanol, cutting the tax excise, so it's 36 to 40 cents a litre cheaper for you and I, depending on your state. Now what the government doesn't tell you is that they're already paying the producers 30 to 40 cents a litre to make the stuff. Now that's tax money, that's your money, my money, so it's a moot point. But you know what's really irritating me right now? There's not a single petrol station in this country where you can buy ethanol.